All right, let's talk about household chores and responsibilities. So, what were your things like in your house? How did you guys work that out when you were married?
So, like, how we divided up
Yeah.
responsibilities. Okay. So, we, like, long before we had our daughter, like, obviously it was just the two of us, and we had, like, our different things that we would do. I love to clean. I'll go ahead and throw that out there. I find a lot of comfort in it. It's like mindless task that makes my house beautiful, makes it smell good, and I'm very like structured and routine in the way that I do it, and he was not. So I feel like I kind of took charge on like everything inside the house. In terms of just like cleaning up dinner dishes and things like that was both of us, but like deep cleaning the house, that Saturday where you're like scrubbing the toilets and sanitizing the kitchen and dusting and vacuuming and mopping and all that. Like that was a me thing. He took responsibility on everything outside the house. So mowing the lawn is basically where that one ended. There were a couple of times over the years where I was just like super bogged down at work or I was exhausted and I would ask for help with some of that stuff. Or I would get done cleaning everything and then he'd come in behind me, make a sandwich, and then there's breadcrumbs all over the counter. Yeah. Well, we've all been there, yeah. Whether it's children or husband. We did have a couple of conversations where I'm like, hey, I need you to help me out with this. I'll get to it. Quit hounding me. All you have to do is ask. Okay, this is me asking. And I do like remember one argument in particular because I was trying to start like dividing up some of it just to get it off my plate, like trying to divide some of it up and say, hey, like you're in charge of this bathroom or like you're in charge of trash. And he straight up looked at me and said, I'm the man. Like, I do everything outside. Like, if you want to get out there and mow the lawn, then I'll start helping out with this. And I'm like, this is shit that has to be done daily. You get out there once a week if we're lucky to mow that damn lawn on a riding lawnmower. Teach me how to use it. And we can start alternating. And that shut that argument down really quick. And suddenly he was a little more willing to help out as needed. What's your guys' setup look like?
So, okay, so this also goes hand in hand with being a stay-at-home mom. I feel guilty for asking for help because he goes and he makes all the money, and who wants to go to work? I mean, nobody wants to go to work, so I feel awful when I ask for help, but he does. I will mow the lawn occasionally, but that's something we both enjoy, like just getting our music on and just mowing the yard. He does like to do it though, but I made a chore list for everybody each day of the week, and it's color-coded and beautiful. Nobody follows it, but I like when the house is clean. It's like it makes you more relaxed as a mother, I feel like, when the house is clean. So you don't want me bitching. And they've learned too on the weekends, don't even wake up. Because if you wake up and I see you, I will start assigning jobs. So yeah, I pretty much do everything. And my husband will take the trash cans down to the curb most of the time.
Mm-hmm. Now, are there any chores inside the house that you're just like, do not want to do it? I hate doing this. Like, this is the one area, sir, that I need you to like pick up and take charge on this.
So, no, I feel like the only thing I really fall behind on is the dishes. I hate doing dishes, and our dishwasher sucks. And so I have to hand wash all these dishes, and my back hurts leaning over the sink like that. So those will get a little bit behind. But here's one thing I don't like is when the house starts falling behind. Like, if you don't want to help me clean, don't bitch about it.
Yeah.
You can't say anything if you're not willing to clean. And there will be times where he will do the dishes. And after I had our daughter, he was really good. Like, he would let me sleep and he would take care of her. He'd fold the laundry and all that. But
laundry? Okay, that is one. Because you see all these memes on Facebook. People are willing to let that shit go. I happen to know because somebody in my family, I mean, she'll make jokes about it and be like, oh, it's quarterly situation here. I send everyone out of the house and I open a bottle of wine and I just spend the night folding laundry and finally putting it away. And my kids have grown out of some of this stuff since I washed it. And I have to chuckle that. I try not to let mine get too far behind, like in terms of doing the laundry, but I can't just let it sit. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to finish it, fold it and put it away. But I think mine is the trash. Like, I don't like taking the trash out. If my trash can was like in an attached garage, maybe, but like I have to walk pretty far to get to where my trash can is, so that's a pain in the butt. So I do feel like that was one when I was married that I would have him do, like, while I'm doing these dishes, can you just go ahead and take this out? Or can you go to all the bathrooms and the office and the kitchen, just round up all the trash and take it out for me and replace the bags? Like, that's all you have to do. I think my mom loves to clean too. This apple did not fall very far from the tree. She just likes having a clean house. Just to get up and move around, you know, like you said with the mowing the lawn, listening to your music and feeling accomplished at the end of all of that. But she does not like the bathrooms, like the chemicals that you have to put in the toilet or in the tub or whatever. My stepdad is awesome about taking over that part of it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And Lord love my mom. She said it's like for vanity purposes because she had a situation where like the chemical, she was having a reaction to them and was having like a rash pop up on her nose. And it made her so self-conscious. And she's like, I can't go out in public without a Band-Aid over my nose. Yeah. And so after it happened a few times, she finally figured it out. Like it was a reaction that she was having. And so she's like, honey, can you just go ahead and handle this part of it? And he's been awesome about, like, they work so well together. I mean, their house is fairly large, like 3,600 square feet, and they will clean the entire thing. My old house, almost same layout as my mom. By the time I got done cleaning the downstairs, like the areas that people would see when they came over, I was out of steam. And I think that, like, maybe if my ex and I had tackled it the same way my mom and stepdad do, my upstairs would have been a whole lot cleaner.
Yeah. Well, and then my husband is like, well, if you get all this organized, then I'll buy in.
Buy in.
But I have to do the groundwork.
Right. It's like, you do the groundwork and then you can sell me on this. I'll buy it.
Yeah, he does not.
He did not say, take my money. I think with having kids, too, your kids are, like, so active in the home in so many different areas of the home. With my daughter, I'm like, you have your playroom, you have your bedroom. You will not have toys all over this house. We are going to maintain order and discipline. Your kids just, they feel so at home everywhere in your house. You know, they'll come into your bedroom. You guys have that movie room upstairs, the living room, back living room. So I feel like it gives more opportunities for places for clutter to start to happen. That decluttering, you know, like you said, you like it when your house is clean. I think a lot of people, it gives me a sense of like having less chaos and craziness in my life, like when my home is organized. And
I feel calm.
Yes.
Like I feel like I'm so high strung as a stay-at-home mom. You're touched out at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah.
You're done. Well, I have listened. You know, we were talking the other day about a more earlier bedtime, more structured at bedtime, and I will tell you, it's made a world of a difference because I finally, like, 7:30, that's my time. And I'm not so done at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And that's really helped. But with all of that, like, just having the clean house makes me feel like I can finally get my me time and I don't have to leave the house for that.
Right. Yeah, no, definitely. Well, and that me time too, it is so important. And I was at a weird transition with my daughter's age when I was going through my divorce because she was a toddler, you know. So you're always up running around chasing after kids at that age. Like, what are you getting into? What are you doing? Like, I think when her dad and I were still together, like right at the tail end of the marriage, I needed that downtime, and he and I worked pretty well together. Like, he could look at me and be like, oh, okay, I'll handle bedtime tonight. Like, you go do you. go take a bubble bath, you know, whatever. So as a single mom, having that time for me, since I had my daughter the majority of the time, I have to have that decompression time too. And she needs that structure. So keeping the house pretty clean, you know, most of the time, there's not always a lot of clutter that is happening in this house at any given time. So being able to get her off to bed and have my me time without looking around at stuff and being like, I feel guilty. I should be up doing this. I should be cleaning that. I should be organizing this. You know, I think that helps tremendously to be able to actually enjoy your decompression time. What are you doing for your decompression time with their structured?
I enjoy watching my raunchy reality.
We all have our vices. Did you not feel stressed out though?
No.
Oh, I had to get off of that. You're like, watch this, watch that. Like,
Yeah.
I was telling my therapist My anxiety was through the roof watching, like, Love is Blind. I'm like, this is not how real life.
Okay, so like Love After Lockup, because my life was so hectic and crazy after 18 to the time I got pregnant. I will say, seeing other people live recklessly, it like stresses me out, or I guess gives me anxiety or whatever, but no, I'm all for that drama. Give me your drama. I want to know.
You're like, my life seems less crazy. My chaos seems minimal. Oh, no, well, it's good that you have that time now that you can watch your smutty reality TV. I'm like over here watching I Love Lucy. I Dream of Jeannie. All the feel-good shows. I'm like, I want to be a parent like that. I'm over here watching Bluey after my daughter. Parenting goals, man. I want to be a healer.
The Bluey parents are awesome.
They really are. Have you seen the memes or whatever, all the controversies on Facebook that's like, I just don't appreciate this. They're setting unrealistic expectations for parents, and parents can't always just drop everything they're doing to go play pretend with their kids and do the. There's like people that have very strong opinions about this, and I read it and I'm like, well, obviously this is not like sustainable parenting 24/7, but like I take a lot from it. You know, my daughter absolutely loves the show, but I do too, because it makes me laugh very hard, but also it gives you a chance to be like, okay, maybe not 24/7, but on a weekend, like give your kid a yes day or drop whatever the hell you're doing, because these are memories that they're making now.
That's one thing that my kids have asked me for with like the reward chart token system, is having a yes day.
Oh.
Yeah.
What does that look like for your, what sort of stuff do you think they'd be asking to do?
I'd probably go to like Rascals or go to the movies, or Waffle House is their favorite. Can we go to Waffle House?
That is fun.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Yeah. We're going to Disney.
No, that's me.
Yeah, it's real. That's your yes day. Well, that'll be another fun topic to have, the family vacations. I feel like you and I are going to be drastically different.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Stay tuned for a future episode. So what do your guys' responsibilities look like? How do you divide things up? Do you bring the kids in on it too? What works for you? We'd love to hear from you.